Bourbon, Broncos, and no BS. Fans, brews, and Broncos news. Broncos country, we did it. We upset the Eagles. The Eagles are no longer defeated after the Broncos finally decided to start playing some offense in the third, fourth quarter there, and just came down and totally took them by surprise there. So, guys, let's talk about it. Share your comments and your questions. And you know what? I have an announcement for you guys that once we have some more people in here, I'll let you guys know. But let's get those comments rolling in. The Broncos win 21-17, their first road win of the season, and totally agree from what the announcers were saying. This is going to be a fun plane ride from Philadelphia over to London tonight. So, guys, grab yourself a bourbon, grab yourself a drink to celebrate. This one is freshly topped off, and I am ready to go. Man, Jerry, you are right. You had better believe it. I'm telling you, the second touchdown drive in the second half there? All Bo. The first one, it was very run heavy. We're getting very great stuff from our running backs. And then the second drive, we went down there, and that was all Bo. Bo looked fantastic, more or less, in the second half. And that game would not have been won without Bo for sure. Some interesting penalties and no penalties in the second half made things interesting. I'll be honest with you guys. I did not feel good at all in any way, shape, or form going into the fourth quarter. It didn't feel legit. We got that touchdown, but making it 17-10. But it seemed like the Eagles are going to have a chance, right? And I was like, once the Eagles get a chance and get rolling, man, and just to help me celebrate, the man, the myth, the legend, Spotty. Dude, we freaking did it, man. We did it.
Hey, man, the Broncos let me to run us ragged. Like, who was talking about being anxious watching the Broncos? Like, my heart can only take so much, and that's what it feels week in and week out with this team. But you know what? In a good way. Back in the day when it was like Russell Wilson and he was leading our team and we were losing by like 3 points all the time. Like, right. We didn't really feel like we were in those games, but we were in those games for no reason. But now It's one of those things that we're in the game, and I felt confident that we could close it out, especially with this defense, man.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I was not confident. And it's just, we've seen that once one part of the team starts getting good, the other team suddenly stops getting, is not as solid as they were before, right? So here we've had for a little bit now, going into, 5 minutes left of the fourth quarter, both offense and defense are just killing it. And I'm just sitting here going, these are the Eagles. They're at home. They want to remain undefeated, right? And I'm like, the cards are stacked against us right now. And unless we play perfect football, maybe get some breaks our way, this may very well end terribly again at the last second of the game. And it kind of almost came down to that, but we got a couple breaks. The defense played perfectly. They did their part of the job. The offense was very smart at the end. They didn't get cutesy or anything, ran down the clock, took some extra seconds off the clock, actually more than a run play would have on that third down play. So, man, Spotty, I can just keep going on. I'm just like, we freaking did it.
Hey, dude. I mean, it was one of those things where we talked about it on Tuesday.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Okay.
Hey, I'm telling you, we talked about it on Tuesday, man. Like,
Yes, baby.
this isn't exactly the Eagles team that we thought, people were talking about it, and there was options for us
No.
to do it. And you know what? I don't know what, for whatever reason, the Eagles weren't even trying to run the freaking football.
Right.
And you
They
think
weren't.
that in the second
He had
half,
it 45 rushing yards. 45.
That's insane to me. A team that they had a guy run for 2,000 yards last year. I was worried about that after when Barkley took off for 17 yards against us. I was like, dag nabbit, like this is the beginning of the end. And they never really went back to the well at all in this. And you know what? We stuck in it for the rest of the game. And you guys saw me in the message stream. You guys saw me in the comments earlier. I said the most cliche thing, right? Great players step up when they're needed and called upon. I want to throw a big shout out to Nick Bonito, who already is out playing his contract. Just saying, already playing out his contract.
Dude, it's I was kind of thinking there in the first half. Really hadn't heard his name too much, right? We also saw a scare from John Franklin Myers with a possible injury there. And so those kind of things, I was like, man, like the pass rush, like it's kind of getting there. We had like 3 sacks at halftime, but it just didn't feel like it was really doing much. I still felt like I was like the Eagles are on the edge of just getting something big going, right? But then in the second half, man, Bo Nito looked freaking amazing. Cooper all day looked freaking amazing. Hufanga, let me just say it now, guys. I am from now on calling. He's not just Hufanga. He's just Hua. He's just Hua. Okay. And if he had gotten that interception when he batted that ball down, the jersey might already be in the mail. Okay. Like that's how excited I love.
And nine's a good number. Nine's a good number. No, dude, Hufunga's already the best free agent move, maybe in the NFL this year. There could definitely be an argument for it, but definitely for the Broncos. Obviously, we've not seen Trey Greenlaw, but I guess I should take that back, man. J.K. Dobbins is playing really good too.
Yeah. Ended the day with 79 yards.
Yeah. Just kidding. Dobbins is not kidding around when it comes to toting the rock. This dude is like mashing on fools, and I am like 1,000%.
There he is.
Stayed up for that one. Stayed up for that one, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go.
This one's for you, buddy.
Let's go, bro.
Let's go.
Hey, talking about Hufanga, dude, Jared dropped that comment earlier in the game, dude. Hufanga had a hell of a game for us.
Yes.
You know who else scored a touchdown that I also mentioned in the pregame? Evan Ingram.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He's here. He's here.
We got him off the milk carton. He does exist.
Hey, read the comments. I told you this was going to be the best game for Ingram, and it happened.
It was.
It was.
Michael, I appreciate you being the bigger man and stepping up and admitting it. Look, it wasn't a great game. It wasn't an amazing game from Bo Nix. I think he played very well in the first half, above average, right? The passes were close or did hit the receivers in their hands. They just didn't catch it, right? But in the second half, especially that second touchdown drive, man, that was all him.
Yes.
So Bo definitely stepped up. In addition to, that first touchdown, which was all the run game, good mix between the two there.
He had one play where he caught a ball, like the snap almost went by his ear, and he kind of like one-handed it and still made the adjustment at the line, audible at the last minute. And I'm watching that, and I'm like, that is a very veteran, savvy play that's not going to get talked about a whole lot, but really shows you why you should be bullish on Bo freaking Nix, because my man has got plums, baby. And oh my goodness. Oh,
I also want to give credit to the rooks, man. Like, if you saw RJ Harvey fighting for those extra yards, yes, we got the penalty on that, but he was fighting for those extra yards. He wanted that. And then over to Barron on that swat towards the end of the game to kind of stop that drive. Just a beautiful swat on that. He was doing great. Like, again, just an all-around well Like we were talking about this in the pregame. You want a team that can go through and win those games when it's put in your hands, and they did it.
Don't forget about the best rookie for the Broncos right now, Crawdaddy, pinned him within the game every single time.
Every time.
Craw, let's get it on
great.
Get it on the shirt. Craw is my daddy.
Yes.
Let's do it.
There you go. Hey.
And then the Eagles punter tried to do the same thing, and it only went 25 yards.
Hey, I'm gonna go drink a pint of Foster's for freaking Crawdaddy right now. Okay.
Hey guys, so big announcement for everyone who's here. This is our 10th year anniversary, right? We're going big or going home. I think this win is deserving of a prize giveaway. What do you guys think? Yeah,
I'm down. Let's do it.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I'm going to give away a Broncos t-shirt of your choice to whoever wins this. The only thing you need to do to enter is to type in a Go Broncos in the comments and make sure you're liking the video. You do those two things. I'm going to enter your name right now. We're going to do the prize drawing today before the end of the show. So you don't have much time. Type in Go Broncos and let's do a shirt giveaway, guys. Let's do it.
I also, on that note, as everyone's typing in Go Broncos, I want to go back to the pregame. I feel like someone said 21-17. I want to say, I think I remember someone saying 21-17.
Somebody say 21-17.
Ooh, did somebody say that?
I'll have to go back. And look. But
which is wild with how the game went.
It was not playing out that way.
Okay.
Yeah, 17-3 is a tough place to come back from, but give it to the defense and the offense at the end.
100%. And I'll be giving it to you. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys this. Okay, Sean Payton calling 2-point conversion, right?
Oh man,
absolutely insane. You know me, I'm the first person to be like, Sean thinks he's a genius. Well, I mean, if it works out, you're a genius, right?
When it works, you're a genius. When it works,
I'm telling you,
yes.
They had the assistant coaches hit up the wheelbarrow store for his balls when they had exited the freaking Philadelphia Stadium today.
I am watching this play and just like, oh, we scored. Yay, let's go. What? No, what are you doing? Don't do that. Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, go, yeah.
Franklin tried to drop it. I'm not gonna lie. Troy, he tried to drop it for a second there, and I think he was like, "They're gonna kill me in Denver if I don't catch this."
He was fighting that ball a little bit, and it was a little scary. A lot of scary.
He had the room though.
It was a lot of scary.
And here's the one probably thing that's probably upsetting about all of this: the Broncos should be undefeated.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Broncos should be.
We should be the 5-0 team.
Yes.
Yeah, but hey, you know what? 3-2 following this game right here. You know what? I'm okay with that because I think it was you, Scotty, or David. I can't remember. Somebody said like, looking at our schedule, this is like the toughest team we have left. Like we have tough teams. Don't get me wrong, but this is like the pinnacle. This is the toughest, is the way it sits right now. So you come away with a win from this. You play the Jets, who are 0-5 right now, next week in London. You come back home after that. Trap game. Be careful, right? Right. But you play your game. Use what happened today as momentum to build off of it, right? Play your A game. Dude, you're looking at a solid win streak, and not to get too far ahead of myself, but this is kind of reminiscent of last year.
Yes.
Right? All of a sudden, we see things kind of like, oh, it happened when we beat the Bucs last year. We're like,
yes.
Oh, here we go.
They're not coming back home. They're showering, dressing. They're going straight to London from the game.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's eerily reminiscent of what happened last season. Is this our galvanizing moment right here? Like,
there's a possibility.
I do want to say, go ahead.
I was going to say it's a possibility. Look at the schedule. I mean, it's not outside of the realm of possibility for them to win the next 4 or 5 games.
Yeah.
Not even. Yeah.
I'll say this about the Jets in the next week, and I don't think it's a trap game. But I do want to mention, because I kind of have to, Javonte had 100 yards rushing and a touchdown in the first half.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I
And
think
J.K. Dobbins does this next week.
I'm just saying. I think it's we got rid of him because he wasn't doing well. So like if he can do that, right? Anybody can.
I think I'm just gonna go Hulk smash every time. That's the
Hey,
you mentioned 𝐁𝐈𝐑𝐃𝐒, and I'm just gonna go Hulk smash on
Javon,
whatever is nearest to me.
What if J.K. has just as good of a game? We
I'll give you that.
basically a wash.
Yeah, if Javonte has as good of a game statistically, even if it's close, I'll be like, okay, it was a good even. But if he doesn't, you're never going to hear it from the end of it from me.
Definitely know that.
Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure we're all on the same page.
All right, boys. I got to go hang out with the wife.
Do it.
All right.
Let's wrap this up, guys. We're going to do a T-shirt giveaway here in just a few minutes. The full-length post-game podcast will be tomorrow night, Monday at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. I'll have some time to actually think about what I just saw and process it and break down some stats for us. So make sure you're there tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. And Tuesday, we're live as well at 7 p.m. Mountain Time as well. Make sure you're dropping Go Broncos in the comments and hit that like button for us to be entered in this prize drawing we're going to give away here in just a few minutes. Giving away a Broncos t-shirt of your choice to celebrate not just our 10th anniversary, but the Broncos upsetting the undefeated Super Bowl champs right now.
No more, baby.
Amazing.
No more, baby.
Amazing. So guys, let's do this. Let's do some closing thoughts. What does this game mean? Where do you expect this to take us? What were some things that you saw today that just you're like finally, or just anything like that? Adam, but start with you.
I mean, I hate it that it sounds so cliche, and I hate that it sounds like so like tried, but this was that moment. Is this the believe game? Is this the like when we're talking about this at the end of the season, and like, are we going to talk about, man, being down 17-3 on the road, and then the rally happens, and then you just start chipping away at it, and then it's a first down, and then it's a big play, and then you're right back in it. And to see so many times, I mean, nobody could have been any different than me who's thinking they're going to find a way. Like, is the field goal, what is going to go wrong with the field goal? What's going to happen in a busted coverage? The PI call on the last drive like gets my blood boiling, because I'm like, that's it. That's going to be the thing that kills us right there. Yep. And it finally didn't happen. All of those derpy, stupid things that like statistically should go your way, that didn't go your way, finally broke our way today. We were the better team. I don't think there's any question about that. Well-deserved, hard-fought, ballsy AF win. Let's go.
Jared, before you go, man, guys, run out of time. Enter Go Broncos in the comments so I can add your name to this list for the prize giveaway we're giving doing just after our closing thoughts here. So, Jared, man, what you got?
Yeah, I'm obviously, we're super high on the win, super high on beating the defending Super Bowl champions. And there's two pieces of this that I want to. One, I don't want to give the Broncos the complete, like, we're a full team now, we're going to the Super Bowl, because we played a terrible first half. And there's a lot to that. But all the concerns that we had in the pregame, all the concerns we had in the last 4 games, which is, can the coaching staff put together a game at the end? It's proven that we can. And not only just the coaching staff, but the players, the fight and the heart of every single one of them going out there on both defense and offense. 0 points after that touchdown drive in the second to begin the second half. 0 points for the rest of the game. We came back from a 17-3 deficit. That shows that the coaches know how to adjust, which we kind of already knew they did, but they know how to adjust. They know what they need to go. That ballsy call going for 2 when we had the momentum, like all those things, it just shows that the coaching staff is starting to get on the same page. Now, can we put together a whole game? Like, I'm tired of this, like, picking which half that we decided to play in. But let's put together a full game where we can do the whole thing, and then we don't put ourselves in these situations anymore. And I think a good game, and I don't want to call it a trap game, because I think a good game to start with that is next week. I know it's in London. Yeah. They're not going back home after this, but I think that's a good game to put together a full game all the way through to be able to, like, actually get a statement win against a decent, 0-5, but a Jets team. And so can we put this together and kind of go on and increase this momentum going forward? But beating the Super Bowl champions, and again, back to the coaching staff, this Philly coaching staff is applauded as one of the greatest coaching staffs, right?
Yes.
They're constantly always working. They're constantly always good. Their defense is good. Their offense is good. And our coaching staff outcoached them, including, which I hate this, and they did it so many times to us, but I hate when coaches do the back shoulder throw, knowing that we play tight coverage, knowing that all he has to do is kind of half stop and he's going to get a pass interference call. And they did it like 4 or 5 times against us, and I hate it. Also, I do want to mention, because I want to jump on here really to say this, if anybody's mad at Riley Moss, if anybody's mad at Riley Moss for that deep throw early in the first half when we had him at like 3rd and 22, be mad at VJ. It was not Riley Moss's fault. Riley, for some reason, they decided at 3rd and 22 to play press man coverage disguise.
Yes.
It was disguised, and he came up to press man right before the snap. I don't know why they chose that play on a 3rd and 22, but that's why he got beat. That's not fair to Riley Moss, so I don't want anybody giving him crap for that play. Anyways, great coaching game other than that.
I love it. I got some more entries here. I'm entering for us. Look, I think one of the things that I heard them say multiple times I really agreed with was this idea of imposing your will. And the Broncos, for some reason, in the last couple of games, they've seen that the running game works, and they don't start doing that until the second half. So I don't know why they're doing it that way, but I think you need to go out there, especially against these tougher teams, and run the ball down their throats early on. Save using Bo for all the fancy passes and everything at the end of the game, right? But why are we you're talking about not putting ourselves in these positions anymore. Part of it is, how we're game planning a little bit, I think. Yeah.
And I think I saw a stat that J.K. Dobbins has more 10-plus yards rushes than anybody else in the league right now.
Yeah.
How do we have that stat and still not continuously make sure that we find a way to get in the ball and run the ball? Like he's obviously breaking off for 10-yard plus runs consistently and per game, more than anybody else in the league, and we're kind of abandoning it relatively quick. Now I get it. We were down 17-3. We kind of had to make a big splash play. We went down, drove the ball down, and we won the game. So I don't want to get too into the weeds. You guys can talk on the post game. But I do think that's an interesting stat for the fact that he's only has one 100-yard game, and we aren't consistently making sure that he's getting the ball to kind of drive down the field.
Yeah.
That's a great point, Jared. And I pointed that out last week that, J.K. Dobbins had so many carries, but we threw the ball 30 times. And Bo Nix barely averaged throwing the ball than J.K. did running the ball. That you can't do that, especially when we have such a weapon it's demonstrating every week how valuable an asset it is to be able to run the ball. But again, that's a conversation for a different day.
Yeah.
And we'll have that conversation soon, probably tomorrow. Look, end of the day, take what you learned from here and the momentum. You're now feeling the energy, the belief that you have in the team now, and build upon it. Do not take any steps backwards from here. This is a moment where you push forward the rest of the season here and lead yourself into a great spot into December and see what that translates into in terms of playoff spots, right? This could be, in terms, you look back at this and say, this is a defining moment for the season. But it involves them moving forward and not letting them say, oh, it's just the Jets. We can relax this week. That ain't going to do that, right? Because now all of a sudden, we've painted a giant target on our back. We are now the team that beat the Super Bowl champs. You think the other teams aren't going to show up? Yeah, they better be ready for it. Anyway, guys, let me check last chance here. No other Go Broncos. So let's pull this up. Names I have so far: BMax Breaks, Matt, Jerry, Keith, Anthony, Michael, Brad, Rosemary, and Sean all got in a Go Broncos in the comments in time. So let's see who's going to win a Broncos t-shirt of their choice. Celebrating the Broncos
this is fancy
today.
Ooh, this is
very fancy. Rosemary, congratulations. Brad, you were so close. I thought I was going to stop on you, man. Rosemary, let me know in the comments what you're doing. And basically send us a message on Facebook if you want of your address, and we can get you that or send us your email address or whatever you want to do, and we'll find a way to get you a t-shirt and let you pick it out and everything. So congratulations, Rosemary, on winning that t-shirt. So Guys, if you want to hop off, you definitely can. But David's here, and I definitely want to hear what he has to say because I think him and I were on the same page of I'm dead inside. I'm dead inside. It's still not zeros on the clock, so I'm going to remain dead inside. Oh, now the game's really over. Now I can be excited. Okay.
Hey, that's healthy to say, dog. That's healthy to say, man.
It is. First, I want to give Jared a big virtual hug because I haven't seen Jared in way too long, and I love him so much. It's good to see you, buddy. Hated rival, captain of Team Visor, but it's all love behind the scenes and quite a bit in front of the scenes as well, as anybody who has watched the show knows. Holy crap, guys. Holy crap. That just happened. And I'm sure all of you are devoted listeners to the pregame podcast, and so you know that I predicted the Broncos would win this game. But I'm not entirely sure I believed it. Like, you know, like it just happened.
Yeah.
All right, Jared.
All right. Well, guys, I love you. Celebrate it. My battery's about to die. Go Broncos.
Yeah, Adam.
We got plenty to talk about tomorrow, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Go Broncos. Good to see you, Adam. Thanks for joining.
Go Broncos.
All right, Jared.
David, before we go, I just want to get your thoughts on something real quick.
Yes.
We made a decision before you jumped on, and I'm not sure how much you saw, but me and Spotty made a decision because I'm not sure if you were tracking the Jets-Cowboys game today, but 𝐁𝐫𝐸 had over 100 yards and a touchdown in the first half. So we're making a deal that I will not say anything about 𝐁𝐫𝐸 for the rest of the season if J.K. Dobbins can have a similar game, even if it's close, right? Like not 100% beat, but if it's like pretty even, I will not say anything about 𝐁𝐫𝐸 for the rest of the season. However, if he doesn't, you're never going to hear the end of it.
Okay. You know what? I think it's fair deal, Jared. I think it's fair deal.
Yeah, okay.
I am at this point, like with because that's what I wanted to talk to you about first was the 𝐁𝐫𝐸 thing. It feels to me like it's working for both sides. I don't know. Like maybe 𝐁𝐫𝐸 would have been just as good as J.K. Dobbins is if he had stayed in Denver this year. Maybe that's true. I don't know. But it really feels like everybody right now is in a good place and succeeding, and there's no reason to, at anybody. That's where I'm at with it. And good for 𝐁𝐫𝐸. Like, even with Jerry Jeudy, I want ex-Broncos who move on to succeed as long as they weren't, like, complete assholes when they were here. And certainly, Javonte Williams was never that, so.
I like it.
Oh, man, but what a win, guys. Really appreciate it.
What a win.
What a win.
David, what are your big takeaways? Like, where do the Broncos go from here? You can't just say, cool, we won, so that means everything's perfect. Right? By no means is that the case.
No.
So where do you build off of?
I mean, you build off of the fact that you're building. I think that right now is the most credible takeaway that I've got is that you're actually building now. It's one thing to go into a Monday night game at home against the Bengals with no Joe Burrow and up against that defense and thrash them by 25 points. You can't. That's a great 1 week result, but you can't really, I don't think, draw any longer term projections from that outcome the way you can after going back-to-back weeks now with 2 wins in a row, and you built on that really solid win last week against Cincinnati with a much better win against a much better opponent on the road this week, even though things didn't go perfectly for you. Yeah.
And I think, there's some adjustments that need to be made on offense. I don't know why they're still – it's almost like they're reluctant to go to the run game until they're certain that the pass game just isn't working.
I don't know about that. I feel like they sprinkled it in really well this time. To me, now look, I missed I only joined the game in the second quarter watching. I was listening to it on the radio first. But to me, it felt like there was really an attempt to kind of keep a balance. Maybe not on a drive-to-drive basis, though. I will say that. That first scoring drive where Evan Ingram gets in the touchdown and they go on the 2-point conversion specifically, that drive stood out to me as like, are we going to run the ball at all this drive? And we didn't end up having to on that drive, but that one, that I think I can see what you mean, at least from that perspective. But I think on an overall basis, I don't have the box score in front of me, but I bet if we looked up Bo's passing attempts this game, I doubt very highly it would be over
39.
Oh,
39.
all right. Well, 39. Okay, that's the upper end of where I thought. That's the upper end of where I thought it was.
You're right. Not over 40. You're right.
No.
And I will say a lot of that's situational, right? We were down like the whole second half, so like we kind of had to make something happen, and it worked.
Right.
So like it works for us. So I don't want to be too mad about it. But yeah, even in the beginning, the first half, we just weren't getting things going. Even though JK had like two over 10-yard rushes in the first half, and then we kind of like abandoned it, and we got behind the sticks too often. I think that's really what it came down to. I think there was a stat that I saw in the third quarter that was like, of our third down conversions, over like said 90% of them were 8 yards or more, 7 yards or more. So it was like when you're putting yourself in that back position, yeah, you can't run the ball on 3rd and 7, and so you kind of have to make the passes and make it work for you. And then they played the hot hand, they played the momentum, and Bo had the hot hand, so they kept it that way.
Totally right. And to Jerry's point here, the offensive line needing to give Bo time. We talked about this a lot in the pregame show, Jerry. The offensive line matchup against this Philadelphia D-line, even though Philadelphia's D-line hasn't been playing as they certainly haven't been playing up to their Super Bowl reputation this year so far, but they're still dudes. You still got Jordan Davis. Yeah, you still got Phillips there. And so, I mean, sometimes they're going to win battles. That's just the end of the story. Sometimes you line up a really good player against your really good players. He's going to win. But overall, I think the offensive line did more than enough to help keep Bo upright and win the game today.
Yeah. And also super smart play by Bo at the end. When it was, I think it was 3rd and 2 or 3rd and something, and he went for the touchdown, or he went to go throw, but he didn't force anything, and then he ran it up the middle, and then just got a couple of yards or whatever. Maybe I think he even took a sack to make sure the clock still ran, so we can kick the field goal and go up by 4 by trying to force something and stopping the clock and giving them that much more time. So great heads up play by Bo.
And I thought that was go ahead.
If they had just run the ball up the middle, that would have eaten 2-3 seconds. That play killed 7 or 8 seconds.
Yeah.
So when you're looking, you came down to 3 seconds for one more play. That you're talking about giving the Eagles one extra play there. That could have been the difference.
And they got it.
Yeah, and it wasn't even designed that way. He was looking for the touchdown. He was looking for his first read, and his first read wasn't open, so he tucked it and he ran it up the middle to be able to A, click some more time off the clock, but B, make sure that the clock kept running so it wasn't an incomplete pass, and he didn't try to force it. So it was super smart play. And
I thought it was a really good marriage of play caller and quarterback there, because I think that was exactly what Sean Payton had in mind for him to do, and Bo Nix executed it to the letter. Absolutely perfect. Yep. Yeah, absolutely perfectly. Really, and getting that late game situation kind of thing sealed up, guys. That is so cool to see. And we're not all the way there. We still have a couple of procedural penalties today, some stuff you've got to clean up in that part of the game, but it's getting better. And you just went out and proved it in your biggest game of the year. You executed on that kind of a stage.
In Philly,
in one of the toughest environments in the NFL, in an 11 a.m. Mountain Time start on the East Coast.
I mean, Sean Payton is breaking all these streaks.
Yeah.
The fact we haven't beat Philly in Philly since John Elway was the quarterback. Look, we're beating the streaks and ending them. So we're definitely moving in the right direction. But
Bo, I'll say this about Bo. I think Vic Fangio had his head swimming at times. And that's okay. It's going to happen. You're still a young quarterback. Vic Fangio's got decades of experience in this league. He's a really good coordinator, but we still didn't see Bo turn the ball over. We saw him throw a couple of balls that may have been don't do that. But there certainly wasn't anything that is just an egregious, when he didn't see what he wanted to see, he was playing it safe. He was keeping it inside the game and letting the offense get another chance to go out there on another series and proceed from there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ken, I'm glad you're here, because I wanted to say, Ken, that I'm glad you were wrong from your prediction earlier today. Didn't have a chance. I know you're a fan. I know you're just kind of trying to call as you see it. I'm sure you're glad you were wrong too. But I was kind of thinking in the first definitely half at least, I was like, Ken was probably right. So
you never know,
man.
Yeah. All right, Jared, you got to get out of here.
I got to get to bed. It's midnight. And so, but first I'm going to log on and invest in a local Philadelphia wheelbarrow shop. So they're about to sell out to be able to carry out Sean Payton's balls out of the field today. So I'm going to make sure I do that first, and then I'm going to head to bed. But hey, guys, I love you so much. It was a huge, huge win for us. I'm glad that I got to see it and watch it and be here with you guys. And I'll be home soon, and we'll be able to celebrate together.
Have a good one, buddy. Love to see you. Buddy.
Love you
David,
guys.
any other closing thoughts, buddy?
Oh man, guys, it's just now suddenly the entire season is in front of you guys. And I know we had those 2 disappointing wins to start the season in games you really, really wanted to see the Broncos take. But now things open up for you in your schedule. I think you've got the Jets, the Cowboys, the Giants coming up in some order the next 3 weeks. I can't remember specifically which. But either way, you have 3 great opportunities to win big games there. And if you do that, you are off to the races this season, guys. You are one of those teams in the AFC that they have to pay attention to. All of that hype that we heard about the Broncos and how they felt about themselves internally, it's so much easier to believe when they go out there and show it on a win like today.
Yeah. No, it's like you hear about it and players just go out there and it's media talk, right? Especially at the end of the season. Oh, it's a new year. Everybody's healthy and we're so excited and we have a great team and we can really go far this year. And you're like, okay. But then when you see something like this, and for those of us who have been following the Broncos closely for the last 10 years, there's been a lot of down times, right?
Yeah.
So it just makes this all that much more sweeter to say, like, no, like this is legit. Bo Nix, I think, is every game solidifying himself as the future of this Broncos franchise. Sean Payton definitely knows what he's doing. The culture is fantastic, and this is not what we're used to seeing the Broncos do from the previous 10 years. So
Absolutely right.
This is going to be fun. And more wins like this coming our ways, guys. Super Bowl in the future sometime, right? Not this year, but I see it coming, guys. So get ready.
I love it. Go Broncos, right?
Go Broncos.
That's at the end, but still.
Exactly. Hey, guys, we'll see you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Mountain Time for the full post-game podcast where we break down all the action and talk about what happened. So, David, thanks very much for tuning in and helping me out today as well. And for everybody in the comments, you're awesome. And for Rosemary, we'll get your contact information and congrats on winning that T-shirt. But, guys, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And just sit back and relax because the Broncos won. So
yeah, Victory Monday coming up, guys.
Oh, big Victory Monday. Oh, geez. Well, with that being said, guys, I have nothing left to say other than the end of the show as we always do on a very strong Go Broncos.
See you later, guys.
Take care, guys.
Do what I like, yeah, I do what I like, yeah, I do what I like. Sip and go, sip is right, and I go with the flow, yeah, I go with the flow, yeah, I go with the flow, 'cause I know I'm the show, in the zone, here I go.